where
That's
blah blah blah. Fine. So let me show you the last time program and we'll do something on top of it, right? The Spring IOC is big topic. I'm not covering everything. Honestly, I'm telling you. But but whatever I'm doing, if you know this much, you can do anything. So last time my program was I don't remember, but
Joker.
Joker service, so I can find it. Fine. But I'm telling you, if you understand this much, I'm good. So in this, there is a config file. In config file, you remember, I'm
Yes.
creating I'm creating a bean with annotation at bean.
Yes.
At bean you cannot use at on class. You can only use on method. Please mug it. What is it?
We can only use it at method level.
Method label. Anybody says
Method level.
why? I would say
Third party.
open the definition. No, no, no. Yeah, that's correct. It is a third party. You want to make a bean of third party class. You can use bean, but only
Let's see.
bean can be used on class method. Why not on class? You open the
Target
definition
type
of the
is
bean.
element. Target type.
If you open it, source code, so you can see every annotation has its definition. So if you see that annotation target, it's what
Element.
method
Only method.
method. And this annotation can be used for annotation. That is different thing. But here it's mentioned on the method. If you want to apply, if it is on class, then it would be here element type dot type, right? I
Yes.
hope I'm making myself retention. Retention, I told you, in a notation, retention ensure how long your notation will be there, right? Compiled source, compile, and runtime. Make sense? Source, class, I'm sorry, source, class, and runtime. Runtime means your notation will be present in your code permanently, always. Compile time, deployment time, and runtime. In means in the GB. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So I told you most of the time the annotation which is defined by framework it will be runtime annotation. Make sense?
I have one question
So
again there.
please be
One
fast.
of the properties of the annotations is basically add documented. It says that it's if you use that
Uh,
would be what
that
does it
is
mean like add
that
documented?
is document means it this annotation information will be included when you generate the Java doc.
Oh, okay, okay. So it would
Java
be part of the Java key.
yeah, Java doc, Java doc.
Okay,
Actually, whenever you write your API classes, you can generate Java doc. Java doc gives you the information how anybody can use the API, right?
okay,
So,
okay.
so Java documentation generating is not a big deal. We have some option somewhere. You see, generate Java doc, or you
Okay.
can use some command line command also to generate it. Done.
Okay.
So here I'm creating a bean. So when you create a bean using new operator, you can set attribute programmatically, and last when you return the bean, you want to say this is the object, and I want to make a bean. So you can use at bean notation. So whenever object is written by it at bean notation will add your return bean into Spring container. And here I'm making another bean, JDBC template, and this JDBC template is going to use this bean. So you are calling this method, right? You are calling this method and you are passing it over here, right? Cool. And then you are getting this bean. So done. At configuration means this class is supposed to create a bean with the notation at bean. That is the meaning of it. And this Java-based configuration was introduced in Spring 3.1. In which version? 3.1. But you guys are not supposed to remember it. Nobody's going to ask this question. This is only good for trainer, right? Fine? Not for you guys. So which bean are created? Data source and JDBC template, right? After it, I'm creating another bean for my custom class using at service. Here I can use any notation. At service, at component, at repository, at controller. Anyone is good. So in this bean, I am auto-varying my JDBC template. And JDBC template is the abstract class through which you can execute the query. So all boilerplate code, redundant code, duplicate code, which comes in JDBC programming, JDBC template will take care of it. JDBC template says I'm magic. You just write your query and give me the data. Other thing I will take care of it. Oh my God! Last time I wrote everything. Cool, right?
Yes.
So see, this is AutoWare. AutoWare is a annotation which will pull a bean of this type by type. It will go and check, hey, Spring container, do you have any bean of this type? If it is, it will go and auto add it. Okay, so it's creating a bean Joker service, and Joker service is auto adding JDBC template, and JDBC template is using data source, and data source is pointing to connection to the underlying database. If you want to access your this bean, you have to make a Spring container, and in this Spring container, you are passing the name of the XML file. This is the meta configuration file, which is just having the package of the bean in which package it is reside. So it is residing on this package com.service com.spring.config. Make sense? So here it is creating a Spring container. You say, hey, Spring container, I want to pull this bean up the type. So Joker service came out. So you know when Joker service will come out and you call any method of it, internally it is using JDBC template. JDBC template update method you can use in case of insert, update and delete. This is the query insert into the syntax, and this is the array of the object where you want to store the data. Update method takes two parameters. First parameter is the SQL query, second parameter is
Okay.
object array. That's it. So this thing, if you don't remember the syntax, is fine. I'm not saying mark it, but you should have idea about it, right? So this is happening with update, find all names, find by ID, delete by ID, and count. Count gives you the number of record, right? So I would say don't remember it, because honestly, I'm saying down the line we are not going to use even Spring JDBC. Oh my God. Eh. So first we started with
Excuse me, Nagendra.
excuse. Please let me know.
Nagendra,
Yes, sir. Tell me.
um, I have a question on service
Hey.
class. On my service class, when I'm getting the timestamp, it gives me error. I did like same like you, but I don't know.
I'll fix it
Share
after
my
class.
screen. Can you check it, please, if you have time?
We can do after class in last. One session is done.
Okay.
You can show me.
Okay.
Okay. So let's start. What I'm going to do today, I don't know. Interesting. Hmm? Hello. I don't know. You know
So,
this much. I'm going to.
well, yesterday you did it so fast that like the update and all that. So those I just had to practice a bit more because you do it so fast. You copy and paste and then you can do it so fast.
Yeah, but it's okay. But you can see it, right?
Yeah.
The gear. I did fast. I remember. I agree with you. But you can do slowly. You see, code is there. Nah? So
Hmm.
in update, this is the query. You want to update this table. Which column? Name, comma, age. This is syntax.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Yep.
Like if you guys are not with comfortable with database, I can plan session for you guys. Okay. On weekend, you have to be ready.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll let you know on Friday.
All right.
So the update table name, you know this query, my dear friend. This
Mm-hmm.
query is saying I want to update
Yes.
this table name. I want to make question mark age. I want to update name, age, price, email. Where Joker ID is this ID. Fine.
Yep.
Then in object array, you have to create a array. I don't know this topic has been taught you or not. Array.
We've been
This
taught.
is
We've been taught.
one. This is one
Okay.
of the very important data structures. Array is a basically variable which can hold data more than one data in a same variable. That's definition of the arrays. What? Array is a variable which can hold data more than one data in the same variable. Normally one variable holds only one data, but array variable can hold multiple data. It could be same type, it could be different type. So here you are taking object, so it could have different type. The first parameter is name. So I am putting name. Second parameter is so age. Third parameter is price, email, and makes sense. Hmm.
Mm.
Then they're using update method. SQL only query is different. Can you see this? Here update query, insert, we have insert query. Make sense?
Yep.
Hmm. So this thing I did last time fast. That's it. And find all. So please have a look on it, right?
Yep.
Spend
Yes.
time, and you don't if you don't understand, so you should make a practice when you come to the session. Before I ask anything, you can say again. Last time I was going through it and I'm confused in that. Could you please elaborate it?
Mm-hmm.
Elaborate it once again, please. Could you please explain to me? You just come forward and take initiative, right? Don't wait for me. Huh?
Nagendra, I have
One
one
extra.
question.
Go ahead.
I was trying to do a project on Saturday, and I created a table that has first name, last name on it, and other parameters on it. I was trying to fetch all the first and last name, all of them in all rows, and I actually use a list of string. And on the array part, I tried to use new string array of the first name, last name. And instead of using the row mapper, I tried to use a string.class, but it didn't work. If
Well, you can
the
you can show me separately.
okay,
Even in last. Fine.
Go.
Eh, Anybody else have any question query?
I have a question on a. I have a question again, Dra. This is Modest.
Yeah, Moresh.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Ayo,
Go ahead.
your voice is way louder.
Oh,
Anybody
really?
can hear you. Hmm.
I'm sorry. What about
No
here?
problem. No. I'm just kidding. It's good. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
curious about this Rapacross JDBC template. Looks like it has a lot of methods like bean property, role mapper. How do one get implementation detail to know how
No
these
need to know. No need
different
to know.
methods are found in this?
No need to know. Whatever I'm teaching you, you should know that much because we are not going to use this also. Down the line, we are going to use other technique. Okay, Spring Data, GP, and all. You may be saying, "Hey, why are you wasting my time?" Yes, I'm wasting your time. Clear? I just want to show you little bit. You take the idea, right? Don't go in much detail, please. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we are not going to use it heavily. We'll drop it soon. We are going to spend our time in Hibernate. I would say you focus there, right?
Mm-hmm.
In
Okay.
Hibernate, Spring Data, GPA. So that's what I'm saying. But if somebody say, have you seen Spring JDBC? At least you should have idea. Yeah, I know. Data source, JDBC template, blah blah blah.
but that this is very important to understand Hibernate, isn't it? To understand this one, Hibernate
Sir,
completely.
sir, that's why I'm teaching you, right?
Yeah.
So, but I would not say go in much detail, right? We
Yes, sir.
should put minimal effort. Clear?
Okay.
Because there is no end for it. Okay, if you want to learn JDBC really, it will take a lot of time. But let me teach, right? Because I know what we should cover, what we should not, right? That is the difference between me and you, right? If you need to learn yourself, you would be confused, right? On the internet, so many things are there,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And nobody is helping me, nobody is guiding me. That's why you guys are here in the training.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Like honestly, I'm telling you, I have good experience in teaching, right? Earlier, when I was coming in training, right, I become very glad and I want to teach each and everything to the student. Oh my God, sir, it is easy for us, right, trainer? But for you guys, it's not easy, right? Everything is new for you, right?
Right.
So my recommendation is you should learn first of all minimal, right? Hmm. So once you become comfortable, right, coding and all. After that is okay, right? You can do yourself. Yes, I have to just help you to drive the car slowly, right? After that, you can make speed and all. That's in your hand. Hmm? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And so done. Can I move to the next?
Mhm.
I'm assuming you know this much. Okay.
Yeah.
So today, what I'm going to do is
Excuse me, Nagendra. Before here, first, I this is Fro. I have a question on the object data on the get. I mean the timestamp. Um, if you have time, maybe you can just help me on the at the end of
yeah,
the session.
the time is. Yeah, I told you, right? I'll do it.
Okay, thank you.
Like here, if you know this much, I can move to the next step, right?
Right.
So we understand how to make bean with notation, right?
Mhm.
All that. And in this, we have a lot of stuff, right? So I will teach you slowly, right? So I'm assuming you know this much. Clear? Now, if you know this much, yep. No? So please, if anybody haven't done this much, I can't do anything, okay? Because we have to. Today, I'm going to give you idea about Spring MVC. Okay, let's start. Guys, I'm moving to the web part, and Spring Core is not finished. I will teach you side by side, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
But I want something where we should enjoy. Clear?
Hmm.
I'm going to do that. Like, I'm repeating one thing again and again. In my session, you should not take much tension, okay? If I teach you 1 hour, it would be too much. I'm telling you. Fine. So, okay, where is my recording? Cool. Let me see. I'm not oh, I'm not host. Give me a second. Make me host.
You're both host and co-host.
No, actually, he's
I've
my
been
colleague.
wondering, you have you. I don't know whether you're logged in on two different computers because
I'll tell you the secret of it actually. This session somebody sometime, other people start. Other trainer is he is trainer.
I think
You know.
Aman is there on the second coast.
Uh, Normally he is. Hmm. Actually, he will help you soon, you guys. Okay. Maybe we can decide like na today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The
is
agenda
it gonna
is
be like
agenda.
our tutor? Oh,
Yeah, he tutor. He can teach you also, not a problem. You
hmm.
can ask questions, right? He,
I mean, he can clarify some concept which you have already
yeah,
taught.
yeah. He can clarify everything. If he's not able to, then I'm okay. Sure, then.
Mhm.
He, see, so what we have learned so far, we are learning Spring Core. Got it?
Mhm.
Whatever we have done, right?
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
was what Spring Core,
Spring core.
and you are not learn Spring Core. Actually, you have to learn 3 module. Oh my God! You say, oh, you didn't came to know, right? How many module you have learned so far?
3.
3.
Let me tell you what module we have done.
Hmm.
Spring has many module, right? So uh, first you have learned Spring Core. Spring Core means
The Spring
what?
container.
Yeah, Spring Container, creating bean, auto wiring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Those were the part of creating bean, injecting dependency. It was the part of Spring Core. Got it?
Yes.
Yep.
Second one is Spring Context. Spring Context is helping you for annotation.
Mm-hmm.
Annotation is supported by Spring Context. Are you following me?
Yep.
So container, you are creating container. Remember, creating container annotation support. Na, ये सब.
Mm-hmm.
Annotation support. Remember, you
Mhm.
were creating a Spring container also using class path application context. That
Application
was the part
context.
of Spring
Spring
container.
core.
Sorry,
Spring container.
Spring context. Spring context core was doing what? It's helping you to creating bean, managing
Retrieving
its
the bean.
dependency,
Yeah.
life cycle. Everything is managed by Spring core. And we have learned Spring JDBC also. Oh my God, JDBC template and all, right? That
Mhm.
was the part of which module?
That's the Spring
Spring JDBC,
JDBC.
JDBC, right? Spring JDBC was offering you data source,
Yeah. Data source, JDBC template.
JDBC template, and those were the part of template. Make sense, guys?
Spring. Yes.
Mhm.
Wow. And today I'm going to teach you 2 more module.
Spring Web.
One is called Spring Web. Spring Web is a module which provide web application.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Whatever functionality you need for web project, who gives you?
Spring web.
Spring Web.
Spring Web.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to apply, basically my purpose is I want to apply Spring for web project. Web project? Yep. We
Yep.
have
Mhm.
two kind of project: desktop project, web project. Web project is a project which runs in browser. Right now, the project which we are creating, it is a desktop project which
Mm-hmm.
runs without browser, right?
Mhm.
So what is the Spring Web? Your answer should be Spring Web is a module of the Spring which provides web-related functionality, right? So
Mhm.
Spring offers web-related functionality using this module. And on top of this, we have another module that is called Spring MVC. So who uses Spring MVC?
Spring Web.
Spring Web.
Sorry,
Spring web.
I'm sorry.
Spring Web.
It's opposite.
Spring. Okay.
Spring MVC uses
Spring Web.
Spring Web. I'm sorry. So I'm going to teach you Spring MVC. So for Spring MVC, what is the prerequisite? Web.
Web.
And for web, what is the prerequisite? Spring context. For Spring context, what is the prerequisite?
Spring Core.
Spring Core. Oh
Spring
my
Core.
God. If somebody is saying I'm using Spring MVC, but I'm not using Spring Core, kill him. He does not know anything,
Yes.
right? You say, hey, fool, if you are using Spring MVC, means you are using Spring Web, Spring Context, Spring Core. No need to tell it. It's understood. Got it? I hope you understand
Yes,
where
sir.
we are.
Yes,
So
sir.
today I'm going to introduce two more modules. Your question is, hey, why you are teaching me Spring MVC? Reason? Good.
Because we want to develop web projects.
Yeah. Actually, MVC is a design pattern.
Yes.
Your question is, this is the very buzzword, design pattern. What do you mean by this? Sir, don't mug it. MVC
Model view
is a,
controller.
View control.
yeah,
Design
design.
pattern.
You need to understand. Yeah. You need to understand what is the meaning of design pattern. So later we'll talk about in detail what design patterns are, what different category of it, right? So design pattern
Yeah.
comes into three flavor, three category: creational design pattern, behavioral design pattern, and structural design pattern. And each contains many different design pattern, right? Singleton, factory design pattern, builder design
Prototype.
pattern, behavior
Yes.
design pattern, prototype design pattern, mediator design pattern. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Command design pattern, chain of responsibility design pattern, strategy design pattern, no ending process. Fine. Cool. So your question is, tell me what is a design pattern?
It's
Okay.
how you design your application.
Is it
It's
like a life
it's
cycle?
no,
Yeah.
it's
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell
what's
you.
already been used before.
They normally you heard like, hey, do you have problem? Okay, I know the solution of it. Come to me, I'll help you. Have you heard like this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So design pattern is same. Design pattern says, hey, I have solutions of ready-made problems which comes in software development.
So is it
Wow.
like a container?
It is a solution of the problem which comes in software design pattern.
Okay.
Oh my God, design pattern is the solution for the problem which comes in design pattern
Mm-hmm. And
in
design
software
problems.
development.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you are designing when you are designing the application, there may be some well-known problem, and those problem you can sort out with the help of.
Design patterns.
Design patterns.
So design patterns definition is easy: solutions for well-known problems which comes in software development.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is MVC? MVC is also one of the solution of the problem in when you develop web application. In web application, you normally do two things: presentation layer and business layer. Presentation layer means you want to write the business, you want to write the logic where you want to show the data to the end user, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The part which you do normally in JSP.
Yes.
So when you develop your application with Sarika or everybody, whatever, so you may be, not using design pattern to this one. So problem is
We did.
if you don't use MVC, right? If you
Mm-hmm.
use GT, so it's good. Clear? So my only concern is if you use the design pattern, this design pattern will divide your web application into three parts.
Mm-hmm.
First part is called,
Model.
yeah, you can say anything because we have to make three circle. No? So there is no order of it. It is up to you.
So model,
Then
view, and controller.
yeah, model, view, and controller. So I'm just making three box, right? Three box means you are dividing your whole application into three portion. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So first one is called anything you can say, doesn't matter. I'm just writing MVC. So it is view, and this is the controller, right? And this is called model. Model is also known as action. Clear?
Okay.
So view means this is design. GUI part. You know GUI? Presentation.
Graphical user
User
interface.
interface.
User interface. User interface. You
Graphical user
design.
interface.
Yeah, HTML, CSS, right?
Mm-hmm.
JavaScript.
Visual
You know,
Basic.
Bootstrap.
Bootstrap. Yeah.
All these
Angular.
are part of, and JSP, Angular, React, whatever, Vue. There's a lot of technologies, right? Please, there is many more,
What
right?
about JSON?
There's something called the jQuery. Does it fall there?
Yeah, jQuery is a
That's
part of it.
framework.
JavaScript, like JavaScript is the broader framework, and on the basis of JavaScript, we have Angular, jQuery, React, and everything will come over it. Even JSP, you know JSP.
Yes.
What about JSON?
JSON is actually not a
Not
technology.
that.
It is a data representation, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So JSON, you cannot say it is part of JSON is used in presentation layer.
That's in web service,
Okay.
right?
That's okay. And here you can add JSPs, time leaf. Time leaf I will teach you. Okay, that is in my agenda. Velocity. It's too much, right?
Actually, I
These are
heard the
the
time and the leaf for the very first time.
Two
yeah, yeah,
different.
yeah. Handlebar, right?
And all
Dojo.
these are in use in market.
Two,
Look, one thing I told you very clearly, I'm not teaching you anything which is not used, okay? So in this, of course, I will not teach you everything, but I will teach you HTML, CSS, time leaf, little bit velocity, JavaScript. So automatically thing will be covered, okay? But not everything. I don't tell a lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Vue can be considered as a front-end development.
Front end, very nice. Front end. That's correct. So when you make a request from the view, right? Say, hey, I want to fetch the data. Your request will go to the controller,
Mm-hmm.
and controller will then because controller will forward your request to the business logic as per the action request, right? You want to say, I want to eat pizza. It will forward you the pizza store. You want to eat burger. It will forward your request to the burger store. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
The controller will make the decision. For what? If request comes, it should go to which model. Got it?
yes.
View cannot directly communicate with model, and model cannot directly communicate with view. If you are doing it, you are what rule?
MVC design.
Security.
MVC design.
MVC
Yeah,
design.
make sense?
Yes.
So all the communication is done through view. Will make a call to the controller, and controller will make call to the model
Model.
action.
Alright.
Yes.
Cool. This is clear. Okay. Like in Spring terminology, controller. When I say controller, I would use a terminology front controller. Got it?
Yes.
So guys, when I say front controller, means I'm talking about
Spring
controller.
container, like
No.
Controller.
okay,
Front
Control.
controller means controller. But when I say controller, then I'm talking about model. Hmm?
okay.
Hello?
I
Got it.
remember. I
Okay.
remember you mentioned something called the middleware. I don't know whether that's a control.
Yeah, that's okay. Like here, actually, your front controller is a controller, but in Spring terminology, when I say controller, means I'm talking about business layer.
Mm.
Please digest it. Clear?
Mm.
Controller means
Business layer.
yeah, model action. So model action controller and business layer you can use interchangeably. Anybody have any question, any confusion? No at all.
But you only can
Next
have
question.
like one front row control, right?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
only one front
he
control.
is right. Actually, it is always man. View will be there one. View contains many things, right? Controller will be only one. That's correct. He is correct. There would be only one controller, only one, right? And this is a servlet. What?
Yes, it is.
Controller servlet.
And servlet name is called dispatcher servlet. It is fixed. Oh, who gives you the dispatcher servlet? Spring MVC.
Spring MVC.
Yes.
So we are not like today onwards. We are not going to design our own servlet. Please remember it.
Okay.
Okay.
Controller is a class. Controller is a Pojo class. Oh, Pojo class. What is the meaning of Pojo? Pojo stands for plain old Java object. A class which is simple, which is not created by special class, right? You know
Mhm.
Pojo? A
Yep.
class which is a simple class. It
Simple.
does not extend any special feature of the framework. For example, if I make a servlet class Mocha,
Okay.
and you tell me this is a Pojo or not Pojo, I answer to me if it is extending HTTP servlet, mhm,
It's not
it is,
Pojo.
It's
it's
not
not a Pojo.
Pojo.
It's
Yeah, it
not
takes
for
special properties of
Yeah,
each service.
yeah. Kochi
Production
means
context.
normal class. Remember it.
Yes, normal class.
Done. So there would be many model, many actions, right? There would be only one controller, but there would be many action, many actions, right?
Yes.
N number of n. Yeah, one plus you can say. That's fine. And similarly, you may have multiple view. That's okay. Your question is, what is the benefit of Spring MVC? The Spring MVC segregate your view and model in two layer, right? So both are independent. The benefit is, if you are good in front end, I am good in back end, in middleware, so we can work parallel. Yes, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first benefit is your model and view is segregated. Clear? So benefit is parallel development is possible. Hmm?
Are
So
you talking about the different layers or different views? Is that what
No.
you or different projects?
Can you come again?
I'm saying when you say parallel development, we're talking about building
I'm talking about
different parallel view.
presentation layer and business layer.
Okay,
Suppose
parallel.
you are good in Angular, you are good in presentation layer, right? So
Okay,
you can work on this part, and I am good in front back, and I can work on it.
okay, two
Another thing
different.
is, like view can be changed easily, right?
Yes,
View means you can change view can be changed without affecting model.
backend.
Why? Like here, you today you are using GSP, and tomorrow you want to use velocity or time leaf. No need to do any change in the model.
yes,
You have to just change your presentation layer.
yes,
Like another thing, unit testing is easier. Unit testing is easier, but you don't know unit testing. I'll teach you. Okay.
okay,
Unit testing easier means I'm talking about JUnit. If your presentation layer and your model is segregated, you can write unit testing easily. And unit testing is one of the very big thing you cannot imagine unless and until you know it. It's big thing I'm talking about, right?
yes,
It's kind of, I can give the layman example. It's kind of people say, somebody says, hey, I will kill you, and you don't understand, right? It's big thing, right? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
no. Somebody says, I will kill you, right? And you don't understand what is the meaning of killing.
yes.
Similarly, JUnit is one of the big thing. Hmm? If you say I don't know JUnit, I would say it is offense. You don't know something, okay?
Okay.
So Nagendra, full stack Java developer means you are good in all of everything.
Yeah, you know front end, you know back end, you know middleware. So you can work anywhere.
Because most of the job advertisements they are looking for full stack Java developer. They don't say
Yeah,
that
yeah.
front
But you
end
have
only.
to you have to say only yes. I know it. I know everything. Hmm? Hmm. Are you following me? It's okay. They are not expecting you should be a very expert, right? If you know a front end, okay. But you are very strong in back end, it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you should know all, right? They are not saying you should be a master, but you should know. That's purpose.
So at least we should have an idea of what.
Idea. That's why
Yeah.
you are taking my session. That's the reason.
Now again, right, like some of the job postings, they say like 7 years, 10 years, and stuff like. Actually, none of the Java developer jobs. So even if
Pardon?
in
Can you
that
come
case,
again?
if I'm saying like some jobs, they're like they say like 10 years of experience, 7 years of experience. So even if you have that knowledge, basic knowledge to get it, to make a get go, that's enough. Even if the posting is intimidating.
Yeah, but you say sometime if they are saying 10 years, right?
Okay.
So definitely it would be not easy, I would say, right?
Okay.
Because they may
And
be expecting you should work as an individual contributor.
Okay.
So it
yeah,
depends on, right?
Yes, sir.
and based on the same concept in agenda, most of these employers, recruiter, they want you to submit your resume to show where you have worked and everything, what you have achieved, done. And I'm trying to figure out how you can convince that you have a 7 years or 8 years of working experience, you have done different kind of projects.
No. I'll tell you. You can, like here, I would not say 10 years, but 6, 7 years, no, people can justify. Hello? Because
Yes.
I'm telling you, like here in company, there are two kind of job. In one job, nobody is going to help you. You are architect there, right? You have to design and everything. Then you will be in trouble.
Software architect. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But if you are going to work under some people, then not a problem. They will guide you. You got a point?
That's better.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Normally you are not going to work as a, but if you got some job and you are you have to design, you have to design the architecture, you have to make an architectural decision, right? Or you have to work on the performance improvement, capacity planning. You'll be in big trouble. Those things you cannot get by googling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Comes with experience, I guess.
There is
No,
no
but not
coding.
like,
That's it.
no, but I'm telling you, normally those kind of job, normally we do not go. You got a point?
That will come late.
Normally,
Will come later.
not we come later, and normally they know it, right? So they know what kind of job they are going to offer you, and they know you can do it.
Hmm.
So it's not it's not those kind of job. Otherwise anybody will come in trouble.
Yeah.
I know that. Like here after my training, you can ask a question again. Can I work in the company? I can tell you, you can or you cannot.
In a company.
No, I can tell you in front of you. Okay.
Or like if we can proceed.
After my training, I'll tell you. After 1 month and yeah, 5 weeks, I'll tell you who can work, who cannot. Right? Don't wait. That's what I'm saying. You just try your best.
Okay.
So Nagendra, do you work as a senior developer at your company as a full-time developer?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
actually the companies where I'm working. There are everybody is more than 12 plus,
oh,
12 plus.
Wow.
Nobody is junior, and everybody working as an individual contributor. But I had worked with earlier company. There was I'm working as a team lead and all, right? So in one of the company, 9 people were working with me. In one of the company, 15 people were working under me, right? So, and right now I am working as an individual contributor. You know why? Because if I work as a team lead and all, I cannot spend time in all this.
yeah,
You would be all the time busy, otherwise people will kill me, right? But if you are working as an individual contributor, you will have enough time because you are responsible for only your job.
Okay.
Hmm. So working as an individual contributor is easy, but if you are working as a team lead on, you will have a lot of pressure. I'm telling you. You have to take care for everybody, right? Who is doing what, he is able to do the progress or not. You have to make a report, right? And you have to always give the update about your project development to your senior management. So you have to be always up and running. You got it?
yes, sir.
Like here only I would say, you do this training honestly, you will get a job.
One question I have, Nagendra.
Hmm.
You teach us everything that we need to know as far as the project. But some companies they use like different type of tools. They have their own tests. You know what I mean? In this kind of
Some
situation,
some company what does?
now I'm saying like some companies like they use uh, like Docker and stuff like that. I have a friend who
But Docker, I will teach
his
you.
company used Docker, and I
So
think the place that he didn't
Docker is
get the
not a
training.
Docker is not a big deal. I will teach you, and you will come to know.
Yeah. Because he was in trouble for some time.
No,
So
no trouble at all. No trouble at all. If you will be trouble, I will be in trouble. Okay, don't worry.
okay,
Indirectly, I want to tell you, if you have a problem, you will get a solution. Why you are taking tension? You just take attention. If you get a project, if somebody will guide you, you should able to do coding and all. Got my point?
Yeah.
If somebody is guiding you, are not able to do anything, then nobody can do anything. Simple as that.
okay, I
Yeah,
understand. I understand. I
yeah.
understand.
I don't want to tell you everything, but I said right. If you have a problem, you'll get a solution. What I should say apart from it. Clear? Hmm. I hope you understand. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's jump to the topic. Cling, cling, cling. Diagram is done. Painting is done. Now it's time for a practical. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to follow this photo and I'm going to make a project. Right? using Spring MVC.
Okay.
So what is the agenda? Agenda is, if you don't know JSP servlet, right? I cannot do anything. I'm telling you, and I cannot teach you JSP servlet. Clear? That's not my job. So basically, I want to design a page because it is web project. Clear? And I would make a very simple program, right? And here I want to make a form. Nobody can say I don't know form. You know it, right? You
Yes.
have mastery into it. And here you have to enter your name. Then here you would have a button. Button is called greet. Fine, greet. So when you click on this button greet and you enter some name here, name is like Jack. So when you click on this button on same page, right at the bottom, you have to show hello, Mr. Jack. You understand the agenda?
In the
Hey,
same page.
same page or different page, it is up to you, right? So I'm just
Okay.
displaying on the same page.
Okay.
So this is my plan for today. Clear? And guys, whatever I have taught you in on Friday and whatever I'm teaching, please go and do practice. Spend all the time on it. Fine.
Mhm.
So the here, as per the design pattern, we have to make a three-part: view, controller, and model. So controller, a model, action, and view. You have to write. Controller is already defined, right? So let's make it. Can you try this program? Yep. And recording is there. I'm going to do slowly, slowly. Please mute yourself. A lot of background noise is coming. Everybody mute yourself. Hey, can you do you know how to make a web project? John is there.
Excuse me, Nagendra. He's left, to work. So he just texted me, so he's not
Okay,
around yet.
just fine.
All
At
right.
the it's good. I called his name. Somebody replied on behalf of me. It's not bad. Okay, who is my next friend? Whom I can talk easily. Hmm. Who does not have any background noise? Sitting alone on some beach.
I have no background noise.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. My question was,
Mhm.
I want to know how to create a web project, and I want somebody guide me, not you, somebody else,
Not
because
me.
somebody else can guide me.
You could hit new file, new project,
Okay,
and
okay.
then
Please,
dynamic
you
project.
guide me. You guide me. I'll follow you. New other
Uh, uh,
Maven.
on there is dynamic. Oh, do we use Maven for this one too? Because for
Of course, yeah. We
okay,
are not supposed to use
dynamic
other
web
project.
project.
No, no, no. Dynamic web project is old, and old is gold. Old is gone. We are
Okay,
not supposed to use it.
okay.
So Maven project next. I'm willing to create a web project. Cool. So use a war and com dot som dot. You can use anything. Kovac. Project name is. I'm going to make a Joker MVC. Oh, okay. And done. You know this much?
Sir.
Okay. Yeah. So you know you know the technique. If you want to make a web project, don't forget to make a web enough.
Mhm.
What?
Yes, web and a folder
Web enough
folder. Yes.
folder. And inside, you know this. Yeah. I know. You can make other project file. You can make. All
File.
right.
File.
Aha. It will only come by the practice.
Web.xml.
It's file. It's fast. Another focus is we need to do on Palm.
Yes.
Like in Palm,
Plugins.
you need to do copy paste, and I'm doing from the previous project. You cannot say you don't copy. I can do it. You can.
You can.
They copy everything. I'm in hurry. I am copying everything. Tring, tring, tring. You see my speed?
Mhm.
If you don't allow me copy paste, I cannot do anything. Done.
Yes.
Oh, very fast. Like here, you need to add some extra jar for Spring
Okay,
MVC.
okay.
So you have to add two jar. One is You are not supposed to remember. I remember it. Web, web module,
Yes.
and web MVC, I guess. Hello.
And then you need to
Which?
update the Maven
whi-
front.
yeah. That always. I added two jars, Spring Web and Spring Web MVC. Your question may be, again, do you remember all those things? I mean, it's all about practice, okay? But you guys are not supposed to. In this, you should add a few more jars. I mean, you should
Nagendra,
add. Take a second. You should add to web MVC and add one more jar for JSTL. JSTL, I will teach you a little bit. Don't take much tension. Give me. You need to add this jar also. This jar and this jar. Two jar more you should add into it. For what purpose? Because I am using JSPs. You confused? Let me know. So total, how many jar I have added, man?
Four.
Four. This two is for Spring MVC. Spring MVC. And this two is
For JSTO?
for JSPs.
JSPs, okay.
JSPs. Now your question may be, do we need to remember? I would say don't remember it. Clear? Like I'm trainer, right? If
We
I
can
don't
put it in
remember all those
the
things,
file, right?
then
And just copy and paste the
yeah,
dependency.
exactly. And don't forget to right click and this option you can always use.
Post.
After that, you say my project is ready. You guys, you can ask questions. Puchi, ask questions.
Spring WMVC, Spring JDBC and Spring JDBC and Spring Web dependencies, are they not included inside the Spring MVC? Like
Yeah, it is. It is.
it is, right?
It is. If you add this dependency, automatically to download everything. Hmm?
Okay, yeah, that's what I want.
What he's saying, if I add only one jar, this one, what happened? I said if you add this jar, automatically it will download web, Spring context, and Spring core. Automatically it will download. But knowingly, I am adding all so that you should aware which jar we are using. Make sense?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes.
Done. So my dear, like in this, you have to design how many component? Three component: controller, model, action, view. Right? Hmm. First of all, let's design controller. What?
So controller means we need to design a configuration file.
Controller.
The dispatches are
Control
there.
display solid. And controller you can configure in two ways using XML annotation. I'm you going to use a XML.
Okay,
What?
XML.
Other people. Controller display solid. You can use a define annotation. You can use XML. So I'm going to use
XML
WMVC.
XML.
file.
Yeah.
So if you
In the
want to use
industry, which
XML,
is the preferred one, like with the annotation or with the XML?
like if you are working in the lattice project, clear? So you may be using Spring Boot and all. But if you are working with the little bit old project, so they may be using XML, right? So depend on. In Spring Boot, whatever I'm teaching you, you are not going to use all those things, right?
Okay, yeah, it will download the.
Yeah. So, so let's configure a servlet. You know how to create? Anybody knows how to configure the servlet in XML file?
Anybody or everybody?
Other people. Like I don't know. Have you learned it? How to configure the servlet in deployment descriptor? You have to use a servlet tag. Nobody replying. Which
Yes,
tag?
yes, we have to use servlets and servlet mapping.
This
He
was.
I'm not servlet.
You can do like this, and you can use the annotation also. But I don't want to use annotation. We will do use
Servlet,
letters. Solid
servlet
name and
view,
solid class. Name could be anything. What name you want to give?
dispatcher.
Joker.
Joke.
You give any. Yeah. Let's give Joker, but you can give anything.
Okay.
Joker, dispatcher. It is up to you, right?
Mm.
Yes, sir.
Name is anything. Doesn't matter. And here, class name is important. It should be fully qualified
Fully
class.
qualified class.
Yes.
And you see, I'm copying from somewhere else. Let me do that. You can also copy paste. Fine. Fully qualified class name. We can do like this. Done. Hmm? You got it? I too fast. Solid name always we map like this. Solid class and the name. Then this name is logical name given to the solid. You want the solid should be called for all the incoming URL, right? So you can use solid mapping. Solid mapping
Yes.
means you are exposing the solid to which URL pattern? All the URLs. You can write slash. Slash means
Every.
Every record.
every URL pattern you want to expose. Expose this solid for all the
Your
Really.
incoming URLs. Okay.
incoming URL. Done. So I have completed which part, man?
Dispatcher
Controller.
service
You.
configuration.
I have completed my
Dispatcher
Control.
controller.
configuration.
This front controller. Done. Now you have two options. Either you can complete model or view. Tell me which I should complete.
Model action.
Let's go to the bone.
Model. It's okay. I have to do. Right? There is no sequence. You can do whatever you want. Like here, that model is Java file. So Java file you can. Sorry, sorry. Model is a Java file, and Java file you can make in src main resource Java.
Java.
That's like you should make in package, man. Com dot web dot controller. Right? You can write any package name. Doesn't matter. So greetings controller. They by convention it is a controller. That's why package name is controller, and it is suffixed with controller. It is just convention, not mandatory.
Okay.
Hello. Like here, it is a controller, so you have to annotate in a controller. You cannot use any other annotation. Remember,
Yes.
earlier I was saying you can use any annotation, but today first time I'm saying controller must be annotated with
Path
Controller
control.
annotation.
Configuration.
controller annotation. Otherwise, it will not work. I don't know. This is my experience, right? I don't know where I read it. I learned it by just doing concept. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
This must be annotated. Somebody says, "Can I use service?" If you use it, it will not work.
No.
Got it?
Yeah.
Now, like here you have to return always string, and method name can be anything, and annotation which you have to put is
Request mapping.
like here you can use a method. Which method? You know, remember in Solid we do get and do post, right?
Yes.
Really here you can use get. I want to use get method and which URL pattern slash greet.
Yes.
Hmm. And after that you want to go to some GSP file. You can write the name of the GSP greet.gsp. No need to mention the dot extension.
Your
Means
annotation is saying get mapping.
and here w greet. So it will go to which GSP file? wgreet.gsp. You have to just write wgreet, and this is the action name. So from the client, what you have to do? Method equals to get, and action equals to slash greet. Nobody replying.
Mm-hmm.
Action equals to
Great.
greet. This you have to
That's
slash is optional. Slash greet means slash greet. Okay. And you remember in GSP Solid we use HTTP Solid request. Anybody remember?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
You can use REQ, and you can send some parameter also in the request. What
And
parameter? String name equals to. You remember we do like this request dot. Hope it has been
get
taught you.
Parameter.
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 Name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So it's done. And I know she might have taught you request scope. In request scope, you can use set attribute, and here you can give the key. I want to add this message into request scope. You know,
Yes.
we are adding what
A
name
message.
into request scope. You know request scope?
Yes.
Any
HTTP solid request is request scope. This is kind of hash map. I am saying hash map. I am adding my name with p name, and this p name you can access on JSP file. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So request.set attribute means you are adding your name into request scope, which you can access later on, which we can access later on GSP file. Got it or confused?
It's
Yeah.
clear.
You got it.
So how many things we completed? Two part. Before doing anything, you have to make one XML file. This XML file location and name is fixed. What is it?
Name and the location is fixed.
Name and
I'm
file
going.
location is fixed.
Yeah. So here, whatever name you given here, whatever name you have given here, you
Slice.
copy that name and create a file. And by convention, this file should be suffixed with servlet.xml file. Got it? This file name is derived from whatever logical name you have given to the dispatcher servlet. Whatever name. If you write here wow, then you have to write wow hyphen servlet. Done.
Okay.
And in this, whatever content I am going to add, that content is also fixed. I'm going to I'm going to add the content. Let me show you. Like on top of it, this much you can add blindly, as we did in other Spring Meta configuration file.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same thing in my here. No? Yes, and the first thing which you have to mention is you have to mention here component scan
Component scan.
because we are using notation. In this file, you have to give the name of this package. Which package? Controller package name.
Controller package.
Hello everybody, what is it?
Controller
Yeah,
packaging.
controller
Yes.
package name.
In this file you have to make add controller. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Add controller package name. Apart from that, you have to add some more entry that you mug it today. That is called view resolver. What it is called?
View
View
resolver.
resolver.
It is fixed. Here bean ID you can omit it, but this is Spring MVC provided a class, and here we have prefix and suffix. Prefix means here what is the purpose of it? Purpose is I am going to use GSP. If you use Thymeleaf, you can use something else. For example, when you return something, why you are saying .gsp? You return only this, but you are saying it should be resolved as GSP. Why, man? Like I mentioned it. This is saying whatever you return in the controller, I will prefix with slash and suffix with.
The JSP.
So when you return it, it would be suffix with, prefix with, slash and suffix with
GSP.
because of it. My job is done. So who will read this file? This file will be read by dispatcher servlet. That when dispatcher servlet will start and it will read the file, and using this file it will create a bean of controller, and it will create this bean also as a view resolver. Got my point?
Mm-hmm.
That completed how many things? Two
Two
part.
things.
Controller and model. Done. Now we have to make a JSP. Allow me. Then you guys are expert in making JSP, I know. So right click on this and go to the JSP file. You know it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And JSP name could be anything. I'm just making no. JSP file name should be as per this. It
Welcome
should
dot.
be wgreet.
Mm.
So I'm going to make a JSP. Oh, you see my speed?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Hello. Hey guys,
Very impressive.
do you know this is the JSP? And if you want to use HTML5, delete this much. Oof,
Okay.
HTML5, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your page title. I hope you know HTML.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
MVC, right? Like here, if you want to use Bootstrap, you know Bootstrap? Bootstrap is a library of JavaScript jQuery which is used to make fancy GUI. If
Mm-hmm.
you want to use Bootstrap library, which library?
Bootstrap.
Bootstrap.
Up to you. You want to use it or not, right?
Hmm.
Don't want, you don't use it. But I'm fan of Bootstrap. Okay. So, but here the way I'm using, I don't know anything. I'm going to Bootstrap. You see my style?
Mm-hmm.
I want to use Bootstrap library. Clear? So you can click on any link, whatever link you write. Try yourself. Na? Like in this, I'm interested only this part. This is the Bootstrap library.
Oh, okay.
Okay? In head, you can type this Bootstrap library. Confused? This is for what?
For the bootstrap.
For just how it looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bootstrap is a already contains CSS and a little bit predefined JavaScript, which you are not supposed to know. Fine.
Okay.
Like here in HTML5, we have a header tag. Header is a HTML5 tag which is used to make a head. The style is used for look and feel purpose. Header is one of the object. Style is one of the attribute of it. So I want to say height of my header would be 30 px. And if you want, you can semicolon. You can give the background color. I want to give some background color like fuchsia. So this is my header, and you help me. Heading.
Yeah.
Welcome,
Welcome.
Spring MVC.
Hmm.
Let's run this.
Okay.
Run this ESP.
On the server?
Right. Allow me. Right click. Run as. You know this?
Yes, sir.
Oh, really? Mm. Like we have two kind of editor. IntelliJ.
This is IntelliJ, right?
I use both.
Oh.
IntelliJ is paid for us. Okay, now.
For me,
So
I
does
know
it
for the
require?
company it gives you, but for us
it's
it's
okay. Like
So is
here,
it?
IntelliJ paid version is good.
fine.
Right?
IntelliJ you can use
It
also
requires
other
okay to
programs.
be up.
Can you see this?
Yes.
This is my GSP. You know all those things, right?
Yeah.
I want to. Do I have any Joker diagram? I put it somewhere.
You can use it from the paint diagram which you shared with us.
Oh, just okay. I have many paint diagram.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't get time to close it. Give me a second.
Hey Nagendra, it's almost 2:40, so I almost have to go. Please upload the recording once you're done with the class, okay?
Sure. I'll yeah. If you are getting late, you can leave.
Okay, thank you.
It's fine. Sorry. This is last, right? I'm about to finish. What I'm doing? I'm downloading this photo, and photo I'm putting in web app. Clear? And this photo, hello,
Yeah.
here in Bootstrap, you can use division. Division means you want to identify area, and if you want this division should be a line in between, you can use container. I will explain you this tomorrow.
container.
Container, and here you can add your photo image. So if you want to add image, you have to just give the path of it, and my photo path is
Joker.png.
like here. Normally, I keep my photo in some folder because there may be many photos. No
Okay.
images. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I moved it right. So here, what you have to write? Images.
Yes.
Like if you want to use photo, don't take tension. Tomorrow I'll elaborate it in more detail. If you want to use folder, you have to add one tag. I know it's fast. What I'm adding? A tag in dispatcher the solid file. I said, hey, dispatcher solid, my photo is coming from which folder? Images. So you have to add this. Tomorrow I'll explain the meaning, okay? Hello. My photo is coming from
Okay. From the
Images
Im-
file.
web app
images
images.
folder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned it.
Yes,
Now
sir.
it's fine.
Yeah.
If I run my if I
I
if I
tried
run
to
my
run mine on the server, but it's
it should
giving me
work.
errors.
It should work. It will work.
Bucket.
No issue, no issue. Like here, I'm running it, and as I said, the photo is coming
Sure,
here,
sure.
right?
I will share my screen.
No issue. You can do after my session. Like this is my GSP. Clear? On this GSP, I want to here put a label. Hello. Like here, you can use one more division tag. And if you want to group your label and text field
Oh,
together,
closing bucket.
I did it. Image key is not required. Okay. Here you can use form group. Form group, I'll tell you. Meaning of it is, A, if you don't understand HTML, you don't take tension. It's not your job. Okay. Because I want to group my label. You know,
Yeah,
label.
download the picture.
Label means enter your name. Then you can use a box. You know, box input.
On Tomcat.
Type equals to text and name equals to name.
Oh yes.
And if you want to make a fancy input, I'll tell you how. It will look very bad. You see, very bad. If you want to make very fancy,
Yeah, I
you
think
can
I
use
have to re-download my SQL because it's
inbuilt
giving me.
CSS. So you can use form control. Form control is one of the ready-made CSS offered by Bootstrap. You run it and see that it's very fancy. Can you see this?
Yeah, sure.
Want to fix the width of it, you can use style and width. You can give 50%. 50%
Okay.
of 60% of is parent width. So parent is here, so it is only 60%. Now you want to just second. You want to give a button, so you can make a button by using this button tag, and here you can use type. Type of button is submit, and here you can use class. Class is for look and feel. So we have button btn. This is the CSS btn, and so another CSS is btn primary. Hello, this CSS is offered by whom? Bootstrap.
Bootstrap.
And here you can say chill or greet, whatever you want to write. You see how it looks like? Yeah, but it's looking bad because there is no
Yeah.
space. If you want to give space, you can use a horizontal line. You see? So, so my GUI is completed, and last I want to show the message. What message?
Welcome.
Mr. Right? And here you can write something. Na? I'll let you know. My GUI is ready. Na? Now you can ask questions. My front end is ready. So like here in class, whatever I'm using, it is Bootstrap. This is Bootstrap, right? This is Bootstrap. Class, whatever class I'm using, it is from
Bootstrap.
done. Ask questions.
I'm kind of new for this because when Sarika
Don't
taught
take
us,
attention.
she taught us a little bit of HTML, but not this detail. Yours is very detailed.
Sir, whatever she taught it is okay, right? I'll teach you.
Yeah. So, is there any way you can give us all these things? They look very new for me, like the.
Don't take attention. It is first class. Okay. Tomorrow I'll explain to you again.
Okay.
You can make the GUI the way Sarika taught you. That's fine with me.
Yeah. We didn't learn any CSS.
Great. After that, you can form. Form is a HTML object which is used to send data from client to server. So here you have to use action. What action? I told you. In greeting controller, what action you have? Greet.
Get.
You have to use greet and method equals to
Get.
get. So when you submit your form, your name will go to greet, and greet will take name, and it will add your name into request scope with which name? P name.
P name.
You are coming to back to which GSP?
Yeah.
wgreet.jsp.
Great one.
If you want to show message here, you can use dollar curly bracket open and close, and this. This is called expression language. Hey, this is used for what purpose?
Express
Whatever data. Whatever data you are adding to request scope. Suppose P name, the same name you can use here. Dollar curly bracket open and close to pick the value. Allow me. Can I run my program?
Yes.
Now you can run your GSP. Hey, Run your GSP and see the magic. What name you want to enter? Nagendra? So here message will come. Hello, Mr. Nagendra. Wow, it's coming. It's not coming. It's not running. A second, let me refresh it. You see? Wow, it's not running. Hello? The 404, I don't know you know it or not.
Is not found.
Yes.
404, give me a second. Just a second. Okay. Like here, this is not running. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's not right.
Yeah, yeah. Let me do that. Actually, 404 means this is not mapped. Clear? Let's check it. We
It's
mapped.
the
Why it's not mapped?
it's W grid, so maybe it's the name.
No, no,
No, no,
no.
it is
That's the
breathe.
right project.
Give me a sec. No, no, ideally it should work. It's not working. I don't know. Let me check it. This is correct, right? Controller. No, no, ideally it should work. I don't know why it's not running. Everything is okay. Don't worry. Action is greed. I'm rather here. I need to know this controller is instantiated or not. How you can come to know? Use a constructor. The constructor is called. Please mute yourself. Who is this? Like here, I added this in the constructor. What is the meaning of it?
We'll come to know if we are inside the greeting
To
controller
test
class.
if it is reaching there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When the
that's
greet controller is called the class, it
yeah,
will
yeah,
print out automatically.
exactly. So I'm running it. I'm curious to know when I'm running it. Oh, that's not a reason. But anyway, let's try. Like when you start it, like here this message is coming.
Yeah.
It means controller is working,
It
right?
is working. Yep.
Uh, So that's not a problem then. Where is my? So here ideally, oh, what's the reason? Give me a second. Greet. It should work here. There is something wrong.
Nagendra,
Can you run the local browser inside the is
No,
some
no, no. I'm using local browser itself. Okay. Just a second. That's not reason. Ab you give me a sec. This is Joker servlet hyphen servlet. Now it is scan. Other people, mute yourself, please. This is GSP. Why is looking like this? I have a doubt. It's okay. You guys just give me a sec. Let me do myself. Others are also looking like this. Okay. No mapping found for very strange.
Should it not be post method? Since you're writing something inside
No
and posting.
man, no man, it is get. Okay, that's not an issue. Method issue, then it will show you 415.
Nagendra, can we use debug to just check the issue, or no? We cannot use debug.
No, we can use debug. The debug you can check whether it is reaching inside or not. So that I can do. But here error is strange. Normally it doesn't happen. I don't know even what mistake is.
What if you use redirect? Do you think it's not gonna work?
Okay, what do you say?
I'm saying like if you, because now it goes to the view, then goes to the controller, and goes back to the view, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
So if you
What do you
use,
want to tell me?
I'm saying like in the return type, if you say redirect dot hyphen and
No,
the
that's
just
fine. That's not reason. It's saying what you are mapping. Mute yourself, please. Your voice is coming back to me. It's saying mapping is not there. Cool. It's bad. Okay, who is getting late, you can leave. Okay, not a problem. Excellent. Give me a second. Very strange. Why things are not working? Wait, I don't know. When I'm typing hello, it should give me the response. Oh, what could be the reason? Everything seems to be good. Hmm.
Another, can there be problem with the
No,
dependency?
no, not a problem. Yeah, I mugged everything. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
If I'm saying that I don't know, there is a reason. Okay, something. It might be run as your computer. I don't know. But it's very
Again, if you run
strange.
on Eclipse browser, that will not work.
It doesn't, man. I
Sometimes
always suggest you people don't use Eclipse browser, and you are telling me opposite, right? Even I can try. Okay, Eclipse browser you cannot rely. There's some other thing I don't know. You know, if it's not running, it's not like I'm not. I don't know what the reason is. It should work, right? If I say 2 + 2 equals to 4, it should be 2 + equals to 4, right? Because hmm, give me a second. एक second दो. I'm restarting my Eclipse. Yeah, normally, what your problem comes, I know normally reason. If anybody is getting late, you can leave. That's fine. Now, what you have done is okay. If it is not running, then I'll look into it. And I don't know. Uh, controller annotation is working. It's instantiating, but only this is not exposed.
Nagendra,
Yeah, tell me.
should you not use MVC annotation driven?
I think you are right.
Huh? That's always,
Yeah, yeah. I forget that. Actually, like, what if I remember now?
and you have to configure it like on
No,
the
no,
top.
no, 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 no. Actually, this annotation are not working, right? That's why this takes again. Guys, what mistake is this annotation, right? This annotation is not working. Why? Because in Spring MVC, you have to add a tag.
Yes,
That I forget. MVC annotation driven.
yes,
Give me a second. Like this one.
yeah,
Why we need this tag in this XML file? This will actually enable Spring MVC annotation. This one. Hello everyone. Do you understand what I was forget it?
yes.
This one. This
Yes,
what
sir.
does? Actually, this annotation will not work. That's why it is instantiating, but this is not mapped right with the URL
Yes.
pattern. That was a mistake. Now it should work. It will work. No, you are talking about browser, right? I always say don't use Eclipse browser. That's bad. You should always use external browser. Clear? So you got the mistake? Mistake was I forget this. If you don't add it, what is the problem? Your annotation. Request mapping will not get mapping, request mapping, post mapping will not work. That was the issue. Now your program should work perfectly fine. So let me run it. That was the issue, man. Fine. If I enter here, whatever, it should work or not. Of course it will work. Clear? You see?
Yes.
Hmm. So let me show you the flow of it very quickly. When you are typing it, you guys are with me?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Flow of it, when you click on it, because tomorrow I'll make the flow and everything in much detail. So when you hit it, because of URL pattern, it goes to this method. Am I correct?
Yes.
When it goes to method, it is taking name from it and adding into the request scope. After that, it is returning it. When it is returning it, right, it is going to view resolver. No?
Yes.
And this view resolver is doing what?
It's
It is
going.
adding prefix and suffix.
Yes.
See, whatever you return, it is prefixed with
Slash.
and suffix with .gsp.
JSP.
And this with the same page is rendered. And here you are showing the value using EL. You know what I'm writing here?
Yes.
P
Yes.
name. They go this name
Yes.
and this name should be same. Got it?
Yes.
And what I was forget it, I would like to highlight. I don't know. I forget earlier also. This annotation is important. This if you don't use this annotation, your Spring this is used to enable Spring MVC annotation.
That's how it is for all Spring, right? Whenever you
Yeah,
use annotation, you have to enable them.
this annotation, this tag is most important to enable Spring MVC annotations, right? Done. I've done with session. Let me share the code. Hello? You guys have to run this project and see everything and let me know tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And the people who hasn't done the last thing, please do it. I'll share diagram. And who has somebody has issues, right?
I was trying to ask you one thing, Nagendra. I was doing the project and I was just trying to experiment if I can avoid row mapper and using the list string as a meter name, and if I can call like.
Chalo, you can show me quickly. You can show me.
Okay. Do you want me to show you my project?
Please do it quick.
Okay.